Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Chris Middleton.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Clock is at 3. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And he gets the bucket.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Lopez sets a screen for Middleton. Traps in the tray.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Simons. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Shoots. Middleton dishes to Lillard. Jackson passes to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Categorically, you look at that box score from that last game, and they outplayed their opponent in so many areas. I thought it was going to at least come down to a buzzer beater, but it did not.
And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt. Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And Simons drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. Talking about Damian Lillard, coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 35 points for him last game against the Utah Jazz. Count the basket.
Great J from Antetokounmpo, really developing that part of his game.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Sharpe against Jackson. And that one's good. Ayton's got his second bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Lillard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
There is this old school feel about Dame's game. Even though he utilizes the 3, he'll get to the mid-range and bury those.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Abdia's checked in for Portland. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. You look at the Bucks. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference.
And right now for the Bucks, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hoped they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Now here's Middleton. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. There's Jackson with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Hey, Brent, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excelling?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
And it's good for 2.
Excellent job of simply taking what the defense offered up.
Lopez outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Ayton. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
You know, one thing we're seeing across the league, rookies, Brent, who have already impacted their teams winning.
Yeah, some guys really need some seasoning, but we're seeing a lot of guys come into this league, Kevin, ready to contribute at a very high level. And some of these performances have really blown me away. It's been impressive. What's remarkable, as the game has evolved, so has Brook Lopez. You have that reliable three-point shooting ability that has become such a weapon of his.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to Lopez. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Middleton against Ayton. From 13. Second shot opportunity. It doesn't go for him. Abdia with a defensive effort.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Sharp the pass to Grant. Here's Ayton. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Ayton's got 10 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lillard against Simon. To halt the run. And Lillard lays it up and in. He's got 6.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Bangs home the trifecta.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. DeJuan Wright is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Trent, off target with his 3. Here's Henderson, pass to Williams. Fires for 3. Henderson, no good. Bucks trail by 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's Giannis with the slam.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Pass to Williams. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. For 3, Henderson. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Antetokounmpo passes to Prince, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here's Henderson. He's coming off a 25-point game against Oklahoma City. And now it's time for the Rookie Watch with this season's assist leaders. This is the newest crop of playmakers in the NBA. Second, Scoot Henderson.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Klingen's checked in.
Well, Scoot's got great upside, but the next step for him, the evident one here, is just shooting higher percentages and scoring with more consistency. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Avdia, he's coming off a 28-point game against Oklahoma City.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Rupert's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Jackson in for Trent. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Avdia against Prince. There's the pick. Here's Henderson. Plays it up off the glass.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Right outside. Pass to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Wright. Launches a 3. Avdia with the rebound. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. And the Bucks with some changes. Chris Middleton comes in for Prince. And Lillard subbed in for Wright. Both shots good from the strike.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Jackson with it. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 6.
A great feed by the center. Lopez is a solid passer. Maybe one of the better passing 5s in the league.
A kick out to Simons. Over Jackson. A shot's good from Simons. 9 points in the game so far.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Lillard, the pass to Middleton. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Avdia. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. No good from outside. Trailblazers leading by 3. Grant down low. Covered by Lillard. It's good. Grant's got his first bucket in this one.
And Grant doing a great job. Just bounced off the contact there and then finished off the shot.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. A moment now to check out some numbers for Scoot Henderson.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
.133 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Simons. Ayton sets the pick for Simons to the inside. And that one's good, Ayton.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle. Lillard
dishes to Lopez. Sharp against Jackson. Lillard from outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
How many times do we see Lillard just change the face of the game from downtown?
Down low. Here's Ayton. That shot misses. Good D by Lopez. If they play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Jackson kicks to Middleton. Portis the screen. Now here's Middleton. Tight defense on him. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Pass to Simons. 15 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. Here's Jackson. Back to Lillard. Here's Lopez. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically none. There were a few calls they thought should have gone their way, but you can't rely on the refs to bail you out. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
You've got a game within the game. These two guys are trading blows, raising elbows, trading bows, making me wish I was out there right now.
That I would like to see. Shaq serving up elbow. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him. Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And how about Brook Lopez? In his 30s, he added the three-point shot, which extends his career.
Now here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Portland leading. Grant outside. Back to Simons. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. Fifth best, the Trailblazers.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Here's Simons. He's got 11. And a miss there off the inbound. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Simons against Lillard. Grant with a screen on Lillard. And Simons, here we go. The shot's good.
Simons developing this kind of deception to get to that float game. Man, that'll take him to another level.
Lopez outside. And the rejection by Eaton. Portland trailing here. Here's Grant. Connects on the 9-footer. Grant's got his second basket of the game.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for.
Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Jackson kicks to Middleton. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Ayton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
Prince is checked in for Chris Middleton. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Milwaukee in the lead. And Lillard kicks to Lopez. From deep, Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Grant outside. Simons against Prince. The rebound by Prince. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Kamara. Covered by Lillard. Pass to Grant. Takes a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Grant's got 5 points in the quarter.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Giannis. Giannis dunks it down. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Grant outside. Lopez over to help. To the paint. And it's Ayton missing. Milwaukee has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Kicks it out to Prince. No good on the triple. For Portland, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Kamare. Lillard against Simon. Ayton a screen on Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Ayton. Over Giannis. And it's Ayton missing.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Avdia's checked in for the Trailblazers. Scoot Henderson comes in for Anthony Simons. And then for Milwaukee, Smith checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Trent subbed in for Jackson. Now, here's Avdia. Scoreless thus far. Portland no good that time either.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pass to Henderson. Over Lillard. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Trent passes to Prince. And Prince with the jam.
How about Taurean Prince getting up there and slamming it down?
Henderson against Lillard. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Henderson.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Now here is Smith, and the turnover again by Milwaukee. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers out in front, leading by a point. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. DeJuan Wright is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Prince in at the 3.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Giannis showing off some of that team-first mentality by finding an open teammate.
Murray outside. Henderson against Wright. And stolen by Portis. Stolen by Avdia. Pass to Henderson. Avdia on the wing. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. And here's Henderson. From downtown. It's hauled in by Trent. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Henderson kicks to Murray. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Antetokounmpo dishes to Wright. Floats it up for Giannis. There's Giannis. Look out.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Murray outside. Williams, a screen on right. Henderson for three. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Murray outside. To end the drought. And Avdia, the bucket on the assist by Murray.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Taurean Prince. Jackson, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And it's Damian Lillard in for DeLon Wright. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Giannis. Lillard, the pass to Jackson. And here's Giannis from outside. Portland grabs the miss.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Pass to Kamare. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Kamare, he's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lillard dishes to Lopez. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Grant on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Powers through inside. Giannis.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Ayton a screen on Lillard. Three-pointer. Simon sinks the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Here's Giannis. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Inside, and Lopez throws it down.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Simon's up top, covered by Lillard, and it's Simon's missing. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 2-point game. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo over Ayton. And it's Giannis missing.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, Grant knows his role and willing to take over during key parts of the game as long as he stays within himself. He can make those kind of contributions.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Milwaukee has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Giannis is double. Outside Jackson. Now Middleton. Puts up a 3. Trifecta.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. here, sharp, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez has size and great instincts. That makes him a threat to knock shots away like that.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And it's crucial, but Simons takes that responsibility and gets it done.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Inside, working on Grant, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
First one drops, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a two-point ball game.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Hard to guard when he's that close. Grant really good at drawing the defense in to foul him.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the seconds. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 1. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. So both free throws are good. And it's a three-point game.
Huge free throws. Bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Here's Simon.
And Simon's saying, bring it on. I got this and more.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a three-point game. And here are the Trailblazers. Simons kicks to Grant. He's off from 3.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Pass to Kamare. Fires the 3. No good there. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Damian. This game went back and forth. What happened in the second half?
They started off the game really well, and we expected that. So we just had to weather that storm. Keep our composure and understand what it took to take over the game. And we matched that. And it was who was going to come out and have a better start to the third. And we knew it wasn't going to be about offense. We knew it was going to be about defense. So we turned it up on the defensive end, and I thought that was where we separated ourselves.
That was the difference tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.